Let's get into it, baby.
Ah, yeah, it's time to travel and bang, baby.
It's Travel and Bang. I am Marky Bravo, the mulatto. Welcome to the jungle, here to discuss the dark arts of seduction and lifestyle by design. Okay, you know the drill. If you haven't already, please show me some love, subscribe to my page, leave a comment, let me know what city or country that you're representing. Okay, so I'm gonna hit upon something very basic, but you know, it's like in martial arts. If you don't start off at the white belt, the yellow belt, if you're talking more about karate or martial art like taekwondo, you know, you start out with the basics, you're just gonna be a shitty fucking fighter all the way around. You know what I mean? And you always knew who the guys were who skipped the basics and just try to get into the advanced stuff before their time, because these dudes were black belts and I would be a purple belt whooping their ass. Do you understand? Like they didn't master the three main things in combat arts: speed, power, and timing, in no specific order, really all at once, if you want to know the truth. But what are we talking about here is in seduction, the main basis for sexual attraction, okay, is what Coach Corey Wayne detailed in all his past videos: hang out, have fun, hook up, meaning have sex, okay? Never mind, okay? We touched upon this weird shit that's going on dating apps and dating websites where like 8 out of 10 profiles, you'll see women, they all say something similar about, I'm not here for hookup. If that's all you're looking for, keep it moving. I'm not here to hook up. I'm not here to hook up. Then another one, I'm not here to hook up. Oh, I'm not here for games. I'm not here to hook up. You know what I mean? And that's the misinformation, you know what I mean, of what's going on in the world. Because I'd say all the more a little bit older ladies, the older women who've been around the block a couple times, they know, the ones that are experienced, okay? Not talking about the erotic hypocrites, okay, out there. They know that the formula, if your woman really wants a chance at a long-term monogamous relationship, then the formula is to hang out, have fun, and to hook up. You know what I mean? And I discussed in my last video how probably the majority of guys, I told them, if you're constantly having sexual intercourse with the same woman again, and again, and she doubles up, she gives you even more, she overdoses you on punani, right? Believe it or not, unless you're born an icy cold pimp type of dude, they are out there, but most men aren't. They're gonna catch feelings, okay? You're going to catch feelings. This is biological, you know, this is through instincts. I 100% don't know, you know, why it's like that, but it's the truth. Discussed how one of my clients, a student, dude from Texas, went to Colombia, started banging a lot of call girls, okay, basically hookers, and he'd end up catching feelings for these girls, you know what I mean? And then he'd call me up crying about it, literally in tears. Why doesn't she want me? Okay? And if you think that's funny, don't laugh, because I got caught up similar situation several years ago. I was in Kuwait. For all the people don't know about military defense contracting, it's where civilians work for the US government / military. And when you're in Kuwait, this is a desert country right next to Saudi Arabia. There's not a lot of Americans in Kuwait. You know, it's not a war zone, so don't think about, you know, the Taliban or ISIS running around. It's a very civilized place. Got a lot of respect for the Kuwaiti culture, actually. But there's not a lot of Americans, and there's not a lot of American women. And you're not going to hook up with a random Middle Eastern woman, because, you know, we discussed that with the culture, why that's probably not a good idea, why you'd want to do that, okay? But so it was very slim to find a Western woman, a good looking Western woman. I got caught up. I started over and over again, seeing this one chick. We kept doing it and doing it and doing it well. Oh, nah. But you know what I'm saying? And I got caught up. She was all over the place. She didn't catch feelings because she had a lot of options. But as a man, you know what I mean? There's only 2 Western women to every 10 men. Do you know what I mean? You're in scarcity by default in that place. You're in scarcity. On the military base or off the military base, you're automatically in scarcity. And I experienced how that just messed with your head to be in a state of scarcity, and how you catch feelings when you constantly have sexual intercourse with an attractive woman. You will catch feelings. You will. It's inevitable. That's why the secret that they don't talk about out there is fuck buddies always turn into couples. Let me repeat that. Fuck buddies always turn into couples, because being in the state of a fuck buddy, dating is being fuck buddies. No one in the West has sex, okay? And by the first time you have sex, you're automatically boyfriend and girlfriend. No logical person with sanity would do that, because you do not know yet within the first couple weeks if this person you're dealing with in an intimate tip is sane. You understand that? This person could be very dysfunctional, very toxic. They might even be into abusive type behavior. You will not know that. That's why we discussed you take your time. You know, I get a lot of hate. I'm gonna be honest with you. I get a lot of hate email from some women now and then because they think I'm encouraging men just to go out there and get laid. That's not what I'm doing. The dark arts of seduction. It's dark because it's in the shadows. No one wants to talk about it. And when they do, they usually sprinkle cream puff and strawberry cotton candy all over it and give you the watered down version. These other guys who talk to you, because they don't want you to know this. Because if you know this and you master this, you'll stop watching their channel. You'll stop purchasing the material. Okay? But I wanna help people. So that's the formula. So you gotta engage in sexual intimacy as much as possible. If you're trying to get a certain woman to invest in you, say you're a very good looking woman, you're really into her, then you guys gotta start fucking like bunnies. You know, she needs to do double monkey backflips. You know, at least, you know, you want it on a basis of 2 times a week. You know what I mean? But most men, from what I'm understanding, this is not happening out there. You know what I mean? And most women are ruining the chances. Okay, most men, they just want to hang out with a cool chick. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, disillusions of grandeur. People, there are guys who want to be like Dan Blazarian, but that's in the far in between and the few. Most guys just want to really to be around a girl they feel is attractive and just have a good time and yeah, have some great sex. And I think a lot of time women ruin that because they miss the formula. Hang out, have fun, hook up, repeat. Hang out, have fun, hook up. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. It's a date. It's a never-ending date cycle. And we already discussed that even when you do go in a relationship, you're in an official relationship with a beautiful woman, that the dating never stops. Why do you think so many marriages fall apart? Because the man stops courting his wife. You know what I mean? And the wife starts getting disinterested, disenchanted, and either leaves on her own accord, okay? Because we all have that thing in the head, the voice in the head that goes like, you're not gonna live forever. You know what I mean? Or she ends up banging someone else. Another guy starts courting her on the side. Happens all the time. Don't think it don't. It does, more than you think. But that's what the main formula is. That is the main formula. Coach Corey Wayne, my mentor, he talked about this all the time. And the more you can solidify that time after time, and also remember, it's persistence. Now let's rewind, because I kind of went right into the formula, but rewind. Remember, I talked about we're in a different time now, right? We're in a different era. Women get too much validation, too much attention. They're connected to the world through a computer in their pocket, which is their phone, right? So Back in the day, they would say, don't be persistent. Don't be over persistent, because that makes you look like a desperate chode, thirsty, right? The true thirst, gentlemen, is only if you're on Facebook or Instagram leaving thirsty comments below her post. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so hot. You're so beautiful. Oh, you're so hot. That is the thirsty chode of today's world. But now, really, to be persistent in asking a woman out is not being thirsty. We just talked about thirsty means all the time. It's very aggressive. That's thirsty, desperate behavior. But me and Cliff Jumper, we already talked about with all the gentlemen out there to understand that you have to be in abundance, because there's so much flakiness, because women have a hard time keeping attention span on one man. You have to talk to 6, 7 women at one time. Talk. I didn't say sex. Talk through your phone, messenger. Hey, what's up, Teresa? Hey, what's up, Rebecca? Hey, what's up, Amy? What's up, Lakeisha? What's up, Maria? You know what I mean? And out of there, the numbers, the girls will flake, and you'll have at least a better chance of women who are serious. You know what I mean? So that's why it's good to have several, like I said, spin them plates, and be persistent. And when she shuts it down, you don't get butthurt and throw the number away and don't text anymore. You say, okay, well, hey, enjoy your week. You check back in 3 weeks to a month later. Hey, what's going on? And you do it all again. Chop it up, chop it up like the players do, wearing gray or blue. You know what I mean? And then you ask her out again. And believe it or not, until she gives you a hard rejection. A hard rejection is where they snap at you and say, hey, dude, I'm not feeling you, fuck off. Or they block you. Until you get a hard rejection, you circle, you boomerang back. Okay, you take that curve, that knockdown, and then you say hi to her again 3-4 weeks later and ask her out again. This is the new era. This is the type of persistence formula, algorithm that me and my circle, my Freundeskreis, we discussed has to be done. And this is not about the pursuits of being a pimp Mac Daddy player. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with that. It's just the times that we live in, and this is what has to be done. Now, touch back real quick on women who are in a disillusionment. They think if they hang around long enough, their soulmate will just come up. And see, usually it is the guy who's persistent, constantly persistent. Eventually they break and say, okay, fine, let's drink some coffee. Okay, fine, let's grab a glass of vino. Because she didn't give you the chance then. That's where persistent comes in. Because the illusions a lot of women have to be broken. They're not broken so easy. This is social engineering, social programming. It's very hard to knock, you know what I mean? And then usually when you do meet successful long-term couples, the women always say, oh, he wasn't my type. I wasn't into him at first. Most women say that. And it's the guy who's persistent that got her to go out. They hung out, they had fun, you know, laughed, good time. He treats her like his bratty little sister, and they end up having XXX, pornographic, passionate, dirty, raw, kinky sex again and again and again before they realize that's what happens. Like, hey, why not keep it going? You know what I mean? And then of course you do have other guys who you know, it gets played out and they move on. You know, but that you know, it just depends who you are. The main point is understanding the formula so you can apply it. Understanding the landscapes, the ecosystem of today's dating world. Okay, there's these other dating coaches. What they teach is great. I'm a fan of most of these guys who have a lot of subscriptions, a lot of views, but I'm telling you, a lot of it is carbon copied and based off of 10 years ago. You understand? It isn't congruent with what's going on in today's world. This has been Marky Bravo, the mulatto, with Travel and Bang. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you're feeling this. Please share this with your friends. Till next time, people. Ciao. Au revoir.